How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Knights of the Republic 2 The Sith Lords in the Civilized Run, where I really was restricted at first, but now that I have a lightsaber and a bunch of force powers, it's going to be almost at this point just playing the game. But it's still really fun. Joan of Arclight's here. She's going to go and tear up the galaxy looking for these Jedi and trying to put the pieces back together. Been really fun so far, and I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Unfortunately, this is the third time trying to start this recording for various technical problems. Probably on my own cause. Hopefully we don't have any more. Feel like I've got it solved, but, you know, we'll see. Regardless of that, one of the things that might be throwing a wrench into stuff is the fact that I discovered it has controller support, unlike the first game. So I can actually use the controller and not be clacking on the keyboard as often. And plus, I remember playing it with a controller. It feels really smooth that way, so I really hope I can just do that. But yeah, again, we just finished Dantooine. Things went really solidly there. The battle for Dantooine, everything went really great, especially once I unlocked my Force Wave power, which pretty much is the cheat code for a light side Jedi. But yeah, we're heading off to a new planet. Now, there's several planets we can go to, and I've decided last time that we are going to head towards Nar Shaddaa today. Really exciting, really in-depth, very rich planet with a lot of experiences, but unfortunately, I do think it's got so much content, I don't think we're going to be able to do it in one sitting. I kind of wanted to try and, even if it made longer videos, keep the planets, like, to one video. Because again, this is supposed to be a short-term series while I was prepping for Starfield with getting the new computer and everything all set up. We're pretty much ready for Starfield already, but I'm going to see this through to the end first. But Nar Shaddaa is just so dense, it got so much going on, I'm pretty sure I should just do it in two parts. Otherwise, I feel like there'd just be so much that gets cut out. There'd be so much content to overlook, or the video just gets so stinking long it wouldn't really make sense. So just bear in mind that this might be a two-parter, but it's mostly just for Nar Shaddaa. Most of the other planets I can easily go through in one episode or one sitting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that with all of you. So thank you so much. Hopefully things go smoothly this time around, because goodness knows that was a nightmare. I don't know what happened last time, but hopefully it's gonna be okay. I don't know. It's the problem with running older games on newer tech. Like, you start having weird interactions with the computer, and you never know what's going to happen because, like, ironically, as the game gets older, it loses stability. So, hopefully we'll get together with that, but let's dive right in, shall we?
Well, here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nar Shaddaa, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
Alright, so here we are. Nar Shaddaa, the backwoods Coruscant, like the Wish.com Coruscant. It's really nice, though, because I'm pretty sure I've heard it being referenced in more modern Star Wars movies. And again, that just means that a lot of the stuff from the Knights of the Republic series are officially canonized now, which is really great, because it's definitely one of the peak parts of, like, the expanded universe. So I'm really glad they kept it. It seems like they did a decent job kind of cultivating all the best parts of the expanded universe, but there's a lot of debate there on how well it's been executed afterwards. Still, happy to be here. Nar Shaddaa, nice slug planet.
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nar Shaddaa's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me. We're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
It might take longer than that for some of us.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and bao-dur should start a circus.
I fail to understand this, though I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
Why are you all so grumpy at each other? Sounds like you've been here before.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
Alright, let's see. How hard would it be to find a Jedi here?
It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're gonna touch down in the Refugee Sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in. Or find you once you arrive.
Alright, let's take the Albenhawk in for a landing.
I've plotted a course for the Refugee Sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
No way. Could never happen.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While she walks upon the smuggler's moon, she is not to be harmed. Observe her, track her, but do not eclipse her movements, or I shall eclipse yours. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Dawachosimu poindorakawa ichirendumomo paramakawana abawasi. Yukrorenwan mapusiti indolara.
Honto no saka, jita bedwana maticha, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupanaret atamakcha.
Taranamo sibu indasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Bo mababe wanto susintu mukarata. Tu es rectonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa. Javaskobo subjob, rigiso carvenokso, mochitosa sagrindeo, kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heku chupanaret atamakcha. Tahupo boteño go jucho picha, gwem taba ni sochu, norotoga proto lalashishi, jubadosa jibacha, ratakmansan, tokosha na chitola.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Goli rosodish, ranta kras mobas.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
That's exciting and helpful. Is this the Refugee Sector?
Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad.
Are we going to be okay on this landing pad?
Sure. Most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right.
Good.
I think.
Good. Good. I like how sure he is in this. The Ebonhawk looks a little exposed.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
Any problems with the docking authorities?
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of.
Then let's move on.
All right, then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
As Zekael is here, I want to find him.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
Fair. That's fair. Let's see where our path takes us.
All right, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad.
It's a landing pad. Ships land on it.
No, really? Thanks for the insight. And here I was, thinking you were a smart human. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it?
What other ship?
That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive.
I can pay for the space and your time.
Yeah? Right now, all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering?
I'm guessing 50 credits ought to be enough.
Done! Pleasure doing business with you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. Alright, so what we're gonna be doing here, I decided who I'm gonna take with me. It is going to be Atton. This is a great place to really have conversations with him, get to know him a little bit better. Most other planets you don't really get to spend much time with him, so this is just a good time to do so. Bao-dur, he's at maximum. Disciple, he's at maximum. Kreia, well, she's Kreia. Visas is also maximum, and T3 and 4 is essentially a master. So, really, the only people it makes sense to bring would be Kreia or HK. So I think we're going to be bringing HK with me. But I'm not going to start with that. I need to level up everyone first, because it's been a while. Some of them have been kind of like left to the sidelines too long, so I'm going to kind of flush them out, get their gear switched up, get them leveled up, and so hopefully we don't have another crash, and I can proceed after that. So we'll be right back once I finish all that. Okay, we're all set. HK's got a giant blaster, and it's got cool shades. Everyone else is kitted out pretty much, so I think we're ready to go. I also get to do this. So, not even subtle. You wanted to fly human. We warn you what happens, but you not listen. Break legs. Maybe you won't wander so far.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
Know your place, human. Your place is there, not here. Another human? What do you look at? What's going on here? Exchange business, human. Not for you seeing unless you want to lose your eyes. Exchange business? That's why I'm here. Huh? What do you say? Let the human speak. Let the human choose the words carefully. I've come here to meet with the exchange. The two of us have business. Exchange business? Exchange find you, human, not other way round. Tell your employer that Joan of Arc has come to Nar Shaddaa to meet with them. Your name not worth much, mine not droppings, human. You want exchange to see you? Prove yourself. Act, not talk. Make good with exchange, baby. They come for you, talk to you. Make trouble. They come for you, too. They hit you, never make trouble again. I won't let you hurt that man. Stand away from him. One human. Non-amusing fight. More than one human. Little better. Spill more blood. Yeah, figures. So. Alright, how's this work? So. No, That's not what I wanted to do.
I hear
Acknowledgement.
more where that came from.
Okay.
More where that came from.
Bingo. Piece of cake.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
Couldn't stand by and let them hurt you. Why were they hunting you?
Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately.
What do you mean?
The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
Where can I find Visquis?
You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing.
Glad I could help. You better get out of here before you have any more trouble.
Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Yeah, there we go. 1 credit. Cool.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Of course. Here, take 5 credits.
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
Nothing is set. As long as there's hope, there's a chance for redemption every day.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
And what if he doesn't?
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
I will consider what you have said.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
Alright. So that's really interesting. Again, like, Kreia being one of the best characters, especially when it comes to, like, philosophy of the Force and just, like, everything Star Wars. She's there pointing out, saying, like, hey, why were you kind to him? You didn't do him any favors. And I'm like, well, I mean, I want to help people if I can, which makes sense. It's very laudable. But she's saying, like, look, anytime you do a kindness, are you weakening them? Are you giving them something they haven't earned? And then what if that just begets more suffering? Because as you saw, the example was that he got met up by another refugee who maybe saw he had some kindness given to him and took advantage of that by attacking him and taking the credits. And kept saying, like, look, like, just because you do something that seems trivial doesn't mean anything, because, like, everything's connected. There's ripples, and you can't account for what's going to happen if you just carelessly bumble about. And she's got a good point, and it's interesting, too, because, like, if you come up here and instead of, like, if you, like, leave the exchange to do their work, or help the exchange do their work, or you muscle down the refugee and, like, make him, like, give you some credits or whatever, like, she'll also kind of talk to you about, or, like, if you're mean to him and drive him away, she'll have the reverse. She'll say, like, why were you so cruel? And she teaches the same lesson. Essentially what she's doing is, like, the people know that the game really, it tends to benefit you to play a strength, either a light side or dark side. You can go for a middle ground. They do have things that are for the middle step, but there's just not much there. What I do like is that narratively, they're trying to help you consider your actions from being polarized. It doesn't stop you from being polarized most of the time, but she's trying to make you think about it, which is really cool. But yeah, so plenty more to do here. Who is this guy?
Spare a few credits, friend?
I can, in exchange for some information.
All right. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know.
Do you know someone by the name of Zez Kael?
No, should I? He doesn't sound like a Hutt. What, is he a bounty hunter or an exchange boss?
Tell me about the refugee sector.
This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi Civil War, and even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars. Refugees and war veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up.
The Jedi didn't do this, the Sith did.
That's two names for one thing. It's difficult to tell in the crossfire, and the Sith were led by Jedi. In the end, it didn't make much difference.
Got a point there. I'll be going now.
Friend, you did promise some credits in exchange for information.
Oh, yes, of course. Here's 5 credits.
Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new around here. I can tell it just by looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place, and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Let you know if I hear anything.
I'd appreciate that.
I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
Sweet. Swoop garage. Nice. Oh, something's happening.
And what did she want?
Not much. Just answers to some questions.
Really? Interesting.
Oh. Suspicious. Airspeed navigation interface. Okay, I'm guessing I'll need that in a bit. Can I upgrade stuff that's not here, but attached to other people? Nope, I'm gonna have to figure that out eventually. Okay. I am T232, the 32nd maintenance assistant model by the employee of the master. How may I assist you? 32nd model? Oh yes, the previous 31 models employed by Master Atton have been explosive ends or shut down when they are unable to recharge. Oh, sorry. It is not Master Tien's fault, however. He is simply forgetful due to his age and failing eyesight. I am proud to have lasted this long. Explosive ends? Yes, many accidents have occurred here in the garage, and sometimes when equipment is used improperly, damage to droids or the surrounding environment occurs. But please ignore the carbon scoring on the walls. The accidents are infrequent, and Master Tien is truly a craftsman. I'm looking to buy some equipment. I'm afraid all transactions must be cleared through Master Tien. There's another way I could be of assistance? I'll be going now. I mean, it's nice that he introduced himself so well. It kind of gives you, like, the understanding that this guy is blind. Where did I leave the Hydra spanner? Who's that? Someone in front of me? Raise your chin 5 degrees and rotate your head 50 degrees to your right, Master Tien. Ah, darkness has fallen upon my eyes. A curse of age. What brings you here, visitor? Welcome to Tien's fault. My eyes are opened, but I could give you something if you want. Can you change a ship's ID transponder codes? Could I? Will I? Not legal. Frowned upon by the government peoples of Boston Centers. Bad trouble for Tien. I can pay you for your time. It is not a matter of payment. It is a matter of equipment. Transponder cards are permanent once written. I have none. I will need a new transponder card if you wish to use it, or a blank card and an IG signature. Bring me this. We can discuss payments. Are there any parts or equipment I can buy? Let's see if he's got anything. He's got some upgrades, which is pretty cool, but nothing I really need, so I think we're good for now. So, it looks like if we want to change the ID of our ship, we can just come here. Oh, excuse me. One more thing before you go. I was wondering if I might prevail you for a favor. It's come to my attention that my predecessor wasn't carelessly destroyed by Master Tien. What happened to him? After the last accident here in the garage, he was scrapped, then picked up by a junk dealer, merchant cannibal by the name of Koden, filthy beast, large tusks, very unpleasant. What would you like me to do? I was wondering if you might be able to get him back, not for sentimental reasons, mind you. The utility droid in question has some plans of Master Tien stored in the memory core. The plans are really quite necessary to be retrieved. Plans? What plans? I am not at liberty to say, but they are quite sensitive. Suffice it to say, they are necessary. They aren't dangerous, are they? Oh no, they're simple schematics for a new prototype droid shield. Quite fascinating, really. One of his rare moments of genius. Of course, it occurs to me that I shouldn't have said that to you just now, since it was intended to be somewhat of a secret. I fear we may need the schematics if we need to stay in business. Master Tien has fallen on hard times. I'll be glad to help. Let me go retrieve the droid from Koden. Oh, thank you. I knew you were helpful sentient as soon as the photoceptors focused on you. If you retrieve my predecessor's memory core, then I would be most appreciative. Let's see. What does the droid look like? It is a small astromech droid, brown, little battered, but quite loyal and dutiful. Designation's IT-31. I'll be going now. We shall go find your droid. Big, get up and go home or else I'll tell Moto to. New face. Come in. I don't know where you are. Oh, I think it was supposed to trigger for this door when you open it. No. Never mind. Where is that? Like, what? That should have triggered when I got close to like a certain place. I think it's over here. I don't know why it triggered there, but okay. First off, let's get this droid. Koden me, truck dealer B, you buy? What are you trading? Scrap, useful junk, little moon, KOTOR gather, pitch, sell, while punch, junk or droids. Let me see what you're selling. I want to see what he's got first. I think he might have something of interest to me. Got droid parts. Okay, nothing that. I'm looking for an astromech droid. IT-31 must belong to Tien Tub. Beep, beep, beep. No Tub droid, only Koden droid. You seek Tub droid, go see Tub. How would I buy that droid from you? Tough sell. Good droid. Not look at, but good. Sturdy smart. Mini program, tiny brain, 500 credits. I have a feeling you'd be satisfied with 150. Good enough. Take droid. Koden counts credits. Alright, I'll be going now. Come here, little buddy. You don't look too good. I negotiate your release. Yeah, you're free to go. Go back to Tien's garage. There he goes. Oh, he's so happy. Look at him. Such a happy little guy. Alright. Piece of cake. Nice and cheap. Ah, here we go. That's where the cutscene we saw was. Hello, new face. I'll go to Lupo's Swoop viewing gallery. Yes, who do I see about a race? Go out back, talk to Moto. He'll set you up. And you. Greetings, Alfred. I am born unless. Greetings, I'm Joan of Arclight. A pleasure. Might I ask what you're doing here? I was thinking of racing my swoop bike. That would not be smart, at least not yet. Now why is that? Racing would be pointless. Lupo is a champion that cannot be beat. A droid. A droid? Lupo began taking advantage of all the traffic and rich merchants and native refugees fighting the swoop races on Nar Shaddaa. After being repeatedly hounded by the exchange for a cut of the profits, Lupo found a way to fix the races. Give every credit by going legit. So he built a droid to win the races. Lupo commissioned Colin to make a droid that could pilot a swoop bike better than any sentient ever could. That droid would be a formidable opponent.
Statement. Our frames are designed to withstand considerably more trauma than you meatbags.
True. So, by not fixing the races anymore, the exchange couldn't claim a cut of the winnings. It's not the exchange's race or winning anymore. Even the huts have rules. So, then why is this place empty? Well, my father says you can't shave a Wookiee several times, but you can only skin him once. That's disgusting. It's also true. So, I guess the Lupo skinned his Wookiee. Yes, when everyone realized the champion is unbeatable, the beats dried up. So, how do I beat him? I was hoping you'd ask me that. Just, speak. The droid is kept in a cage in between races so as not to damage itself. You see, Lupo is notoriously cheap, did not spare any software for the upgrades beyond the piloting program. Go on. If Lupo's droid gets destroyed, he will not lead loose to the only gallery but his champion as well. Next racer could come along would have very much competition. How should we proceed? Well, it just so happens to have access codes to the droid cage. What good will that do? If someone wanted to reprogram the droid or sabotage it in some fashion, they would need access to codes to the cage. So, what are the codes? Not so fast! If Lupo sees someone has tampered with the droid, he will fix and change the cage's codes. We must destroy it on the first try. If you are not up to the task, you will render my code useless. Let me see. I think repair is what I'm good at. Let me rewire a secondary motivator. The sabotage will be undetectable. I trust your mechanical skills. Here are the codes. Yes! We're gonna fix the races! It has to be here, somewhere. Is there something I can help you find? Interface. Lupo's droid has an interface module for his swoop bike. Interface? Yes! The module helps the droid see what's all around his bike. And? That means it can avoid obstacles. All the obstacles, even the other swoop bikes. Wait, there are other swoop bikes on the track? Lupo's racer not only use the track, but also the run track backwards. Backwards? The other swoops come in from front. Hard to see before crash unless you steal the module. The module is part of the droid frame. Cannot be removed. So what are you looking for? I'm looking for an interface module. For me. I wasn't aware they made those. No, but it has to be here somewhere. If I can win, I can find it. Who's this guy? Nadobo. Ah, strangers are not beautiful. It is. I knew you would have understanding. You're not local, can see the city for what it is. What do you see? Nar Shaddaa teens are so much hope, but all hope is for nothing. Why do you say that? Hope is gone. All credit to a sweet bike, but I still lose. Why is that? Hope is the only way for someone to leave planet. If racer wins the race, the prize winnings they pay passage aboard transport. So how is the hope gone when it sounds like you got a solid plan? Lupo Shar is a champion that cannot be beat, and worst of all, it's a droid. How are we supposed to compete with a machine? Perhaps you're not approaching the situation from the right direction. What other direction is there? A droid brain will always be faster than a sentient brain. No one can hope to beat it. A droid. Everyone know that? It's a droid. Oh, the fan blast. There are fans on course that'll blow you up, down, left, right. You must compensate for them or else you will crash. Thanks to the tip, maybe somebody can even the odds. Alright. D3 racing droid. Can't bypass the security. Wait, I thought I had the code for that. Check the droid for oddities. You notice there's an unusual module attached to the droid's left arm. Intend to open the module casing. Sabotage the ocular sensors. Oh. Well, that wasn't very subtle. Your droid seems to have expired. The droid! Lupo, have my gills on a plate! What happened? I believe your droid had a minor malfunction. I saw nothing. I'm ruined. I can't afford to build another one. Those creditors will have my Leco on a plate. Perhaps someone can buy the gallery from you. Yes, I should be able to get enough to pay everyone off. It's off some left over. If I was too quickly, but who would buy the gets infested whole? That Twi'lek female seems to be interested for some reason. Borna? Yes, he's been trying to snatch his place out from under me for some time now. Borna! Borna! Yes. Now talk to her, and then I can get the races going.
You
have performed wonderfully. The book cannot sell me the gallery fast enough. For a very good price, I might add. Left the plan out on the first transport the cutter is grabbing at Lucas. He is a cut of the profits I made off the purchase of this place. They're yours in case. All this thanks to you. Sweet, 2,000 credits actually not bad. Now to go do some swooping. But yeah, normally what happens is you race, the game is rigged. Like, he always will get faster than you. Another mark. I mean, racer. I want to race. You could be forewarned. A heavy lifter is operating today. You must jump to avoid them at the moving cargo. Anything else I should know? The truck was actually an old sewer system runs beneath the city, under the refugee camp, around the methane bar, through the docks. Do you know about the other swoop bikes of the fan blasts? Yes, I know about the dangers of the track. Let's go. This will be fun. This one's a challenging track for sure. I had to figure out what button it is. Oh, fetch. I didn't mean to jump there. Aw, oh, fetch me. I didn't see that. Oh, it was a swoop bike car. That's why I didn't see it. Oh, fetch me. Fetch me. That's challenging. I don't know if I did very good there. Congratulations, you're the Super Champion. Your time was 51:09. The second place was Nadobu with a 179. Thank you. Is there a prize? Oh yes, I almost forgot. Here you go. 500 credits. Your split of the winnings. I appreciate it. Perhaps I'll see you again. There's more to be had. The race has only just begun to draw attention much more. I'm sorry. 2,500 credits in total. Not bad at all. Especially for how little work we ended up putting into it.
Please, look. I already paid the exchange what I have.
You have not enough. Pay all. Oh, we'll make up the percentage by taking a percentage of you back with us.
But oh, look. Here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient.
You have the rest of this one owes? Give us all now. Let's see. How much does he owe? It was my May credits. Credits are not paid back. Let's go to 500. You're still not paid back. The exchange is uneven. The exchange is not pleased. Let's see. This man's under my protection. Leave now. Protection? Him? Oh, we want him to pay us credits. Silence, this may be more than we can handle. Leave the debtor here. There'll be another time. Didn't realize the pay.
Are you crazy? That was exchange muscle. When they hear about this, they'll come back a dozen strong and tear you limb from limb.
I can handle them. For now, I needed some information.
All right. What'd you want to know?
Let's see. I mean, I wouldn't just ask about him as a Jedi. I'd be like, do you ever heard of his name? I'm looking for bounty hunters.
The bounty hunters don't have any one place where they stick around. Best thing I can tell you is if you want to find one, get a bounty on your head and then wait.
Alright, never mind, you can leave.
Are you serious? Alright. I must be doing something right for you to come along and bail me out like you did.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure you're gonna...
I guess the Jedi Code is still alive and well.
Oh, hi, Atton. Anyone in need deserves our help if we're capable of it.
If you say so, I'm not sure I believe it. There's a lot of people who need help in the galaxy. If we stop to help each one, the Sith are gonna be on us faster than anything. Let's just accomplish our mission first, then worry about everyone else.
See, he sounds a grumpy, but you have to gain. That's an influence gain right there. Now we'll go in there.
Thoughts are disturbed.
Oh.
I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
I feel this background noise like a vibration.
It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare.
It feels so alive, but with a desperation about it.
I'm surprised you can feel it. I fear the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force. Their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life.
But the anger, the desperation, is there some way to heal it?
One might as well heal the universe, but such manipulation is possible, yes. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination.
This feeling, how long could I feel these echoes around me?
For as long as it lasts. Like life, such waking moments within the Force are rare, waiting for the right moment when the critical point is struck and the sound rises. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment, for as long as it will last. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away.
As in force points increased. Again, another branch of like the philosophy that she's talking about, and this idea that she's saying like, look, you can't always just help people, but you can find like fracture points or critical moments that'll impact a lot more than normal, and those are the ones you watch for if you want to make change. Commoner Vosk. You're brave out here, ex-Jedi. Landing on Nar Shaddaa, you stepped into the great dragon's jaws. How does he know I'm a Jedi? Who are you? I am Vosk from the Bounty Hunters Guild, now no longer. You have nothing to fear from me. And why is that? No, how do you know who I am? Much information has reached Nar Shaddaa of you. Not anyone will recognize you, but hunters will. Perhaps you wonder why the surface of the moon does not swarm with bounty hunters eager to capture you. It's because they cannot. It is their law. Laws? Yes, there were oaths of the bounty hunter's creed, honor and blood. There were laws of hunters and bounties once upheld, now no longer. This is not known to many, but the bounty hunter's creed has been infected. Laws are fragile, broken easily. What laws do they uphold? A contract is honored. They do not attack each other if they are chasing the same prey. So if they were all hunting one person, they couldn't attack each other. Yes, that's why Smuggler's Moon has become quieter in the past months. Who are some of the prime bounty hunters? There are many. The Smuggler's Moon has become their home. An entire nest of Gand have come, all of them having left the colony, but they will not say where they come here to hunt. They have strange perspectives on life, on hunting. They are very effective. There are the twin sons, two Twi'lek slaves from Ryloth, those slaves that killed their masters and developed a taste for it. They have mastered the dance of death. Very beautiful, very dangerous. I can handle both of them. Anyone else? There are the Zug brothers, of course. Caste of Duros attempting to wipe out the rival family for political Duros. There are hundreds of their kind, not grouped by blood but by cause. They claim to be a new family, seek to raise enough credits to save Duros from their own. There's a series of hunter droids who are new to the moon. They're always Hanhar and Mira. They hunt each other till the sun of the system dies and beyond. Hanhar? Hanhar, a beast, a Wookiee brought from the Mid-Rim world, near the world of Heskor. He was captured by Circa and killed Circa slavers, now hunts on the moon and other systems. He uses bounty hunting as an excuse for taking slaves, and breaking and killing humans whenever they hide. He is dangerous, almost unstoppable when angry. He is said to kill his own tribe, but no one knows for sure. What about Mira? Mira, one slave captured by Hanhar, brought to Smuggler's Moon, but she escaped. She's a bounty hunter, perhaps one of the best I've ever seen. Why? Because she does not kill except when she has to. She respects the hunt, not the slaughter. I have to go now. So we got some info on a lot of the big names here, which is good. Okay. Now I want to go and lose all my livelihood in Pazak, and then we will go explore the Refugee Sector, There they are. I said to him, wait. It's so hard to wait. A beautiful exile so close, you're so within reach. Still, we must. It is the anticipation, sister. Savor it. While we're waiting, that makes the kill worthwhile. They're gonna be fun. Let's see, there's two sides. Look, I told you. Fire up your engines elsewhere. Why can you not be persuaded? You come like fire, then douse me with something else, self. Just don't have time for this right now, or ever. You like to tell a different story? I can see the twitch. That's revulsion, you scutter. You must give me one opportunity. Good bargain for you. I've invested much into us. We could become. I'm not interested in your fantasies. I'm not imagining their plans. Action. You will see. Why don't you leave the girl alone? Why don't you go crawl back to the filthy refugee sector, human? It's none of your concern. Keep pushing her, you'll make it my concern. Then prepare to die, human. Fetch me. Really willing to go to kill for this? Okay. Aw, fetch. He didn't stand a chance. No. We'll do it all. Where did you learn to dance, girl? Do you realize you get such a stumbling would be to bog? Get out of here. No use for uncoordinated dancer with the appeal of a drunken rancor. I've seen enough for today. All of you can go. What are you doing here, Kate? What are you waiting for here? Go! What's going on here? Alright, she didn't look so bad. Indeed, she looked much worse. Never have been subjected to a dance like that one. Disgraceful for a twi'lek to dance like that. Folga will be furious if I cannot find entertainment for him. His last dancer was a relation of mine, and thus he placed much of this pleasure upon my shoulders. But perhaps my luck is changing. What fate has brought me? You yourself are quite a specimen. Perhaps you'd like to find work as one of Vogo's dancers? Perhaps we could work out a rate with the stars. What's in it for me? It will be paid, of course. Voga pays handsomely for his entertainments, and the wood will be no exception. You'd receive a bonus also for help you'd be giving me. Tell me about Voga. Voga is one of the most influential huts on Nar Shaddaa. He controls much of the fuel shipping out of Shashayrod, in addition to trades and countless other resources. As you might have gathered, he's quite an appetite for finer things of life. Food, drink, dance, which is why I'm here today. Why you should help me. I don't think so. That will become relevant later. Menacing.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
Oh. Oh boy. So yeah. Alright, now let's go talk to Atton. This is the reason why I'm on the ship.
You seem pretty calm. It's almost streaming off of you. A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you.
I'm fine. In fact, I haven't felt this good in a long time.
Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there.
I have some questions for you.
Alright, what did you want to know?
Never mind.
Something up? Alright.
Alright, actually, I think I need to talk to Kreia first.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
As Vennies want to come with us and help us.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Does the fact that they obey me upset you?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
I've noticed behavior changing. Atton especially.
The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The disciple, he worships you quietly. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
You have a point. I will reflect upon this.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
He was a powerful presence. There was little one could not believe when he spoke it with conviction.
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts, strong influence indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
She's got a good point. Like, where did all that come from? Where did Revan learn to be a Sith? Because remember, up till this point, the Sith had been essentially thought destroyed, that they were scattered to the winds. Like, after, like, the last, like, Sith War, like, it was just dark Jedi. Now, they would maybe call themselves Sith, or the Jedi would refer to them as Sith, but all they were fallen Jedi. Not what Revan and Malak became. They were something else. I thought teachings of the Sith came from Korriban.
Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief. And what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
Let me see. Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes?
I had other questions.
Ask, and I will answer.
Let's see. Did you know Atris at all?
Atris herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes.
What do you mean?
Because Atris's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger, the spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness.
You walked her path.
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions. One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Atris and the others blamed me, sentenced me, They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
So she was like probably one of the first documented gray Jedi. I'm sure there were plenty before her, but she's just like saying, look, like the light side of the Force and the Jedi teachings really don't make sense without the context of the dark side and the context of the Sith teachings. You trained Revan.
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any longer.
Out of the questions.
Ask.
Let me see. Where is it? There's one. Dealing with the Joan
That crystal is bonded. Most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Remove it from your lightsaber, then ask me about it again. Is there something else you...
Oh, okay.
He, if he can truly be called, It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life. It cannot be taught. Yes, and he fed a power. You would be wrong. And nothing is impossible with... And like energy, do not... This... And...
Oh, I don't know how I did that, but okay. When did I get dark side points?
Yes? Have you come with questions?
I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Before, when you taught me to listen, I want to continue that lesson.
Very well. Sit with me. You have brushed the surface thoughts of another. It is a start. Calm yourself. This time, silence your own thoughts. Keep them still. Imagine the waters of the Room of 1,000 Fountains, each stream suddenly falling silent and still. Imagine the ice of Telos, cold and smooth as it gathers upon the plateau. Now, stretch out. Feel the ship around you. Strip away the metal and see the souls and minds of those that fill its corridors, with more thoughts and dreams and worries than can fill the space of this ship.
As my feet walk from the ashes of KOTOR, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and...
How could the Jedi leave the Republic? Was it because of the Civil War? Is it possible that they...
Switch the face of the +1 -1 card. The totals are 9-10. Switch the face of the +2 -2 card. The total is 8-11. Switch.
Your command echoes still, General, and I obey, as I did at Malachor.
As my feet walk from the ashes of KOTOR,
Switch the face of the +1
I shall
-1
not
card.
fear,
The totals are 9-10.
for in fear
Switch the face of the +2
Your command
-2
echoes
card.
still,
The
General,
total is 8
and I obey,
Switch.
as I did at Malachor.
Sound in the background. What is it?
Not now. Focus on my voice.
Malachor.
Now do you hear me? Truly hear me?
I hear you. This is incredible.
You have taken the first steps on a much longer road, exile.
What about the droids?
The droids cannot be read in such a way. As for the alien who served with you in the war, its thoughts are more difficult, requiring many translations in meaning. Often it is better to read their impulses and images than their spoken thoughts. That is why he is deaf to you. I have found his impulses are cold, like a dead weight. His thoughts are black.
Of course, that would explain why I heard nothing from him.
Such is the case with primitive minds. It is of no matter.
Racist, but she gets upset if you tell her that. There was something wrong with Atton's thoughts.
Of course there was. It is because Atton was not playing Pazak, yet he counts cards in his head. At times he will list off engine sequencers, memorize the hyperspace routes on the other side of the galaxy, count the ticking in the power couplings even though they are fixed. At other times, he will imagine certain base lusts, certain indignities.
Hey, he's a guy.
Maybe Atton is far cleverer than he feigns to be. Or perhaps he is simply a fool.
Perhaps. Maybe I'll go see him and see how his Bazak game is coming. But yeah, no, if you tell her, like, oh, I heard it, she's like, really? And she's like, well, maybe it's because you're familiar with him. And she gets huffy about it. I was like, I'll just pretend. Like, oh, yes, of course. I couldn't understand.
Something up?
I don't like this. Like, it sucks. It's such a crappy way to start a conversation. Playing Bazak in your head again?
Passes the time. It's better than listing off engine sequencers, memorizing hyperspace routes, or counting ticks in the power couplings.
But here's the thing, is like, can you imagine, like, so, hey, so you're thinking about this? Is this like, first of all, rude that you're even listening to my thoughts. Second of all, you're confronting me about it? There are no ticks in the power coupling, it's fixed.
Of course it's fixed. And that's why you should count the ticking in the power coupling, too.
That doesn't answer my question. Yeah?
Why do I play Bazak? Alright, I'll show you.
If it's a friendly game, sure. Oh wow, they actually have an animation for us sitting and playing. That's cute. They definitely didn't have this in the original game.
Good match. Now, what are you thinking about right now?
Trying to, not that one, but it's funny. Oh, Bazak, of course, the game.
Right. And that's why I play Bazak in my head. Because if you don't, you've left the door open, and anyone could walk right in.
And before, I felt your mind with Krea's help. I'm sorry.
Of course you did. You see, Jedi, light or dark, do it, more often than you'd think. But I never heard one say they were sorry before. That's a new house rule.
Do you play Bazak to shield your thoughts?
No, I play Bazak in my head. But while I'm doing that, it's a lot harder for someone to walk in.
Can you teach me to shield my thoughts?
No, I can only teach you to play Bazak. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Then I want to learn to play Bazak.
Good. Now you understand. Alright, I'll deal then. If you're ever fighting someone who has the power over your mind, whether light or dark, play Bazak. Start listing hyperspace routes, recite engine sequencers, and when they try to use their powers on you, suddenly it's not as easy as they thought. Because you'll be right here with me, playing Bazak, where they can't reach you.
I just taught you to play Bazak in your head's way of resisting mental domination. You gain a permanent +1 to your willpower saves. Pretty freaking cool. Now, influence gained, Atton. Now, I think we're ready. Which is the whole reason why I came back to the ship, is because I wanted to trigger this if I could. But first we have to see if I can actually trigger it.
Something up?
Questions for you? Guess not. Maybe not yet. I feel like the influence is there, but alright, well, guess I'll have to do it later then. What are you doing here? You're not allowed, no, refugee. Unless you have credits or something to give us, yes? What do you want? We want the toll. Anything coming in or out of the sector pays overseer scratches toll, except refugees, they stay in. Why can't the refugees leave? Overseer says refugees stay. We don't make the rules. We're enforcers. And who's the overseer? He runs this quad. Soon you run whole sector. Cleans up the trash. Like you. This Sasquatch sounds like the one I need to see. He's on the west side. Now you pay toll. 50 credits. I'm just visiting. Do I really have to pay a toll? Alright, guess you go in. Thank you, kind sirs. Alright, now we're in. I also switched out bao-dur. Switched bao-dur for HK. HK is fun. but I was triggering some negative influence with him, which is okay, but I kind of want to avoid that.
Keep back. I am ill. Contagious, the others say.
Well, this doesn't look too serious to me. Let me help.
Really? The others say I have the plague.
Let me help you here.
I'm feeling a little better. Thank you.
You're welcome. Life-sided points. Crystal gained.
Let's not make this a habit. I don't want your good nature rubbing off on me.
Influence gained Atton. He sounds so grumpy about it, but then he is impressed. Man, this stuff hits close to home, doesn't it?
Are you one of Sakwesh's men? Did you take my daughter?
Slow down. Tell me what happened.
The overseer, Sakwesh. He took my daughter to sell to the Hutts, all because I told him I could not pay his tribute.
Can I help you get her back?
I owe Sakwesh 600 credits. I don't have enough.
I will find where he's hiding Adana and release her.
Thank you. But won't he track us down and kidnap her again?
I'll make sure he doesn't do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Please hurry. After the Hutts have her, it will be impossible to find her.
That's pretty crappy, though. Kidnapping a kid, selling to slavery, just because you can.
Welcome, traveler. My name's Husef. I try to look out for the other refugees. I see you're a stranger here. Watch your step and keep to the camp.
Why is that?
You've got the Serico refugees over on the skyward side. They're veterans from the Serico campaign and don't take kind to strangers. And on the inner side, you've got the Overseer and his exchange. They've been pushing us refugees pretty hard lately.
How does Serico and the exchange get along?
Those two have a truce. Neither side wants to mess with the other.
Does Serico ever bother you?
Only if we enter their territory. It makes things a little tight here in the camp. Not much room to move.
Just give it to the exchange now. You could really be an a-hole if you want to be. Is there anything I can help you with?
If you could convince either the exchange or the Serico to give us more space, that would really help a lot.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Good luck.
Another refugee? I'm sad to see another join our ranks. I lost my husband Lutra long ago in the Jedi Civil War.
You lost your husband? What happened?
When Telos was bombarded by the Sith, some of us were able to escape on in-system shuttles. We floated in orbit for weeks before we were picked up by Republic capital ships.
Telos, huh? Dang. I'm sorry to hear it. Oh, why did the Sith let the in-system shuttles survive?
I think the Sith wanted witnesses to what happened to Telos. And I've been drifting from planet to planet ever since, only to end up here with nowhere left to go.
If there's any way I can help, let me know.
You were kind to offer, but unless you can return my husband to me, there is little that you can do.
Sorry to hear it. I'll be going now.
Greetings. Are you the spacer we were told about?
Spacer? No, I'm Joan of Arclight.
Oh, we were expecting one of the pilots from the docks sometime soon to come and get us off Nar Shaddaa. He's late. I don't know where he is.
I might be able to track him down for you.
Thank you. To be honest, I don't even know his name. Some guy named Planor said he had a pilot friend who would take us for 500 credits.
And how much did Planor charge for this information?
50 credits. Why?
I'll try and find someone for you.
Thank you.
They were obviously
I'm
scammed,
beginning to lose
but
hope that we'll ever get out of here.
But maybe we can figure something out.
What do
you want?
Kaven?
Bao-dur, how did you get here?
I was on Telos for a time. Kaven, I thought you had died at Serico.
So I did, but I was one of the lucky ones that got the last Culto patch. The others were not so fortunate. Who was this?
It is a friend I have met along the way.
There's a few these days, and what is bad bringing a Jedi? Did you serve in the war? Yes, I did, but I don't want to talk about it. That's too bad. Well, take care. I have no idea that interaction happened. Oh, so he's asking for... Sure, what is it? Scouting the exchange camp. I think it's a killing to be made. I have containers filled with goods, with stealth generator and some basic security skills. You can rob them with the guards even noticing. Thanks for the tip. Good luck to you. But yeah, I had no idea that bao-dur had that interaction.
I used to serve in the Mandalorian Wars. Then the Jedi Civil War crushed the Republic.
Something up?
Oh, nope, never mind. Not you. I meant to click on this. Okay. Otis?
Hey, you look like a spacer. You work at the docks?
What makes you think I do?
Because if you need a crew, I'm your man. I flew during the Mandalorian Wars, and again during the Jedi Civil War.
Why aren't you still flying?
You need a pilot's license to fly the freighters here. They're tough to get without sponsorship.
If I hear of anyone looking for a pilot, I'll refer them to you.
I'd greatly appreciate that.
If you want to find out what's going on, talk to Hussein.
Alright, and then I think this is the container that... Yeah, that's a passage to the other side. So we'll try going over there in a bit. I just want to... Oh. Hello, boys. What are you doing here? Alright, it's him. He is different. Let's watch and see what he does. Do you think he will recognize us? He never saw us before. He will not recognize now. We may approach safely without detection. You have done much kindness in the refugee sector, so we feel we must pay you in return. But it's your ears only, not for an audience. The human companion, the male one. We've seen him before. Who, Atton? That was the name he knew him by. The one came to a smuggler's moon years of the Jedi Civil War, claimed to have been displaced by the war. Don't trust him. He's not a soldier, he's a killer, tried and true. I can give you nothing more than a warning. The rest is up to you. And now we can talk to him about it. Now, I wonder if I can talk to him now or if I have to wait till I'm on the ship. But yeah, that's a big reason why you take Atton with you.
Something up?
Alright. I met someone on Nar Shaddaa who says he knows you.
Yeah? That's a surprise. Did he say I owed him credits too?
He says you're not Atton at all, that you showed up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War.
I'm as Atton will ever be. And whoever your trusted informant is, he's right. I did show up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War, along with a lot of other refugees.
Is there anything you want to tell me?
No, because you're asking about it. If I wanted to tell you anything, I would have come and told you. Anything else?
Calm down. I just wanted to know. No harm meant.
Is this an interrogation? If so, you're terrible at it, especially for an ex-Jedi, or whatever you are. Why don't you just crawl in my head and try to dig out whatever you're looking for rather than asking about it?
If you got a problem, let's settle it right now.
You know what? I helped you get off Peragus. If I hadn't been there, you wouldn't have even gotten off the administration
He's
level.
got a point there.
I'm trying to help you. I don't know why I'm bothering.
Why are you trying to protect me?
I don't know. I'm not sure I understand it half the time.
I want to know where you were before you arrived on Nar Shaddaa.
You know what? Not once have I asked you about the Mandalorian Wars. Not once. I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. I heard about Serico, and I sure as hell know about Malachor 5. What makes you think you've got the right to interrogate me on anything? You've got plenty of lives to answer for. All you Jedi do.
I did a lot I wasn't proud of, and I'm sorry for the lives that were lost on both sides. Actually, no, have it this. If you've got a question, then ask.
How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you?
Go on, let's hear it all.
But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp, another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them.
There must be some reason you believe like you do. Why?
Because Jedi lie, and they manipulate, and every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore.
What do you mean?
At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when they save you, it's only so you can suffer more.
You're wrong, Atton. That's not the way of the Jedi.
Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway.
I'd like to know about your past, especially if we're traveling together.
Well, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it.
Are you alright?
That depends on your perspective. I have this habit. I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
Did you turn away from the Jedi Civil War or the Mandalorian Wars?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
I didn't know you served with the Republic.
I did, up until the Republic officers began to betray their oaths to the Republic and side with Revan, Admiral Kareth, Mon Halan,
remember them?
General Darrett, and all the rest.
Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
I was wrong. You answered war with war.
No, it wasn't. We needed the Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars, more than anything. The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Starib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III, the fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war, and we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
Instead, you all became Sith.
If that's what you want to call knowing when to fight and when to kill, then yes. But you can't really break down people into Sith and Jedi and expect everything to make sense. We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. He saved us.
What happened then? Okay, so you followed Revan like I had.
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks.
We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us. Not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die.
So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
How?
I started killing Jedi. A lot of them. People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it.
This
no
part's
blasters,
cool,
no getting
but crazy.
close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it.
What's worse is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
You make it sound easy.
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings, to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
So you force emotions to block someone reading your mind.
Yeah, I had a talent for it. More like instinct. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered.
So this all came down to the Jedi and the Force.
Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
Capture Jedi, not kill them?
Yeah, Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see his side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join him.
But you're here now. Why?
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
You took a risk, thinking I would care if you killed Jedi. Why are you telling me this? You're telling a Jedi you killed Jedi.
Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live.
Oh, fetch me.
You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
But why did you leave the Sith?
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for mine.
Who?
I never knew her name. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me. She was lying, of course, or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention.
Truth about what?
She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in his service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever.
You gotta admit, this is cool.
Ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her, or want to believe her.
What did you do?
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force. In my head.
And I felt everything she felt. And I heard just an echo of what the Force was. And how what I was doing, I think I loved her. But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
That is what it means to be a Jedi.
I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her.
That's a lot to bear. What happened to her?
In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me.
And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa, and I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone.
And then, I met you on Paragus.
And I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
Then I welcome your help.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past.
I welcome your help, and your honesty.
Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in.
I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you.
Then I will train you, Atton.
What must I do? Is there some ritual, or...
Just close your eyes, open your mind. You must learn to feel it around you. Feel its currents, its eddies. Listen to the echo of your thoughts, your heart, separated from the war, separated from hate. Think of what you felt when you felt the need to help me, to protect me. And alas, Atton, awaken. Atton is taking the first steps on his path to the Jedi Sentinel. He'll grow in his ability as he travels with you and learns what you know of the Force. Yeah. Look at that. So first of all, Atton's backstory is fantastic. Isn't that crazy? An ex-Jedi killer. So cool. Such a neat thing to have. It's an amazing thing, really. And it's just such a cool aspect of his character to be able to kind of explore. It's wonderful. I'm very, very happy with the way they did that. And just like, it's hard to trigger, but like really the biggest key, like, so bao-dur, you had to take him on Dantooine to trigger his. And you have to take him to Nar Shaddaa because like you don't get those two spotting. Well, I guess I think they can approach you if you don't have Atton with you, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It's kind of necessary. But then think about that, like he was trained to kill Jedi and he was good at it. It's so cool. It makes so much sense for his character too. But now he's a Jedi. I'm training him as well. Alright, now back to what we were doing, because now I finally triggered that. We're all good here. So, Atton now a Jedi. I have now trained every human on the ship to be a Jedi who can be trained. It's amazing.
This is Serico territory. Get out of here before we space you. Got it?
I want to speak to your leader.
That's a laugh. Look, blow out of here like space dust, or you'll be a new stain on the cargo hold.
Exchange has been getting in his way. I want to help him get the upper hand.
All right, you can go see him. Try anything, and you'll never make it out.
All right, let's go talk to him. Oh, sweet. Airspeeder. Airspeeder could quickly transport you to other areas of Nar Shaddaa. Ask bao-dur to examine the airspeeder.
After you assemble it, I'll double-check your work for you.
Could quickly transport you. Noticing a navigation interface, maneuvering flaps, and power cell. I have the navigation interface. You managed to get the navigation interface hooked up to the speeder. You're not confident how well it'll work, however. You also realize that you need to unlock the airspeed's controls to fly it safely. Unlock the controls.
Hey, let me take care of that for you.
Sweet. Alright, I'll let the expert handle this.
Expert. I like the sound of that.
Come on, game.
All done.
The airspeeder could quickly transport you to other areas in Nar Shaddaa.
After you assemble it.
Maneuvering flaps and power cell. Now, to save, because this could go sideways.
I heard you've been looking for me.
Yes, I want to talk to you about the exchange.
Yeah? What about the exchange?
I know they're encroaching on your space here.
We can hold our own against them. Not that it's your concern.
I have a plan to drive them out of this sector.
Do you now? Suppose I were interested. What's this plan of yours?
Never mind, I'll be going now. Oh, fetch. What? Why? What? Why? What? Oh my gosh. This is why I save.
We'll go and make our move.
Bye, guys. Nope. There's the guards. Here's some dead guards. That's as far as they were able to get. Still pretty solid. Saved me a lot of time. Ah, I thought I picked up a new smell in this sector. You the one running this place? I'm Sarquesh, the overseer of the sector, the voice of the exchange. You do well to so respect human. I'd like to talk with you about Adana. Adana, yes, feisty one. Nadia's daughter. She's your concern. Why do you hold Adana? The girl's mother owes me a large sum of credit. She cannot pay. I will sell it down into the huts. I'd like to settle the debt in exchange for Adon's freedom. Why are you interested in this matter? My interest is not your concern. I see. Very well, that's 800 credits. With her attitude, she'll be hard to sell. I'll give you 600 for her. Very well, 600 credits. Here are your 600 credits. Good to go, release her mother.
You did the right thing, General.
Aw. There's another. Okay, so that's another opportunity to, like, boost his opinion. That's good. Look at this. The creature's returned. What do you want? Stop pressuring the refugees or I'll be forced to kill you. Yep. Well, here we go. Now we gotta fight our way through everything else.
Let's see. 3 bricks of spice out to Elysia, then with a turnaround. No, that won't work. Connect! Here so soon? I wasn't expecting you for. Well, not now. Anyway.
Another big claim to the landing pad of the Red Eclipse.
Yeah, well, I tried to explain that, you see, but,
We drove a long way through blackness of Nar Shaddaa for bodies. The spice plants need to be fed those bodies, or their production runs dry. Yet we come here, find our territory usurped, another ship lying where the Red Eclipse shadows lie. You explain this to your screams of your life.
I had no choice. These thugs showed up, and, they said that you could go space yourselves. And I was like, no, this is the Red Eclipse, and...
Enough! We all wait for these trespassers. Then we shall see the color of their blood. Oh, interesting. This seems different.
Someone's trying to board it.
Oh, what the?
Yes. What happens next is not our fight, and your first reaction will not serve us here.
Interesting.
Let us see what the exile will do.
Interesting indeed. Oh, there's gas going in. So, he would have tried to stop it, but she stopped him from stopping it. That's really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't know if that was in the base game or not. Find the owner of this ship. These others, lock them in the hold. After that, we will wait. Oh yeah, this guy.
They think I'm going to give up this ship without a fight. Well, they're wrong. It's good to be back on the old girl. Hey, what are you doing on my ship?
You are the owner of this ship?
Damn right I am. What are you...
Poor guy. Well, so bad luck. Tell the captain we have him. So yeah, that's the thing. Let's go take care of that, shall we? Let's just go clean up that little mess we made. But I just love how, like, the pilot guy, he's just like, oh, that's my ship. And we're like, okay, I guess it kind of is your ship. And then he's just like, I'm gonna go take it back. And he just picks, like, the worst time. There's the one I was told before. You have attempted to claim territory of the Red Eclipse. For that, your lives are now ours. This normally is a tough fight.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
I'm so strong! Because I stun everybody! And I can just heal everybody. Like it's nothing.
More where that came from.
Alright, let's go on the Ebon Hawk. This is why this normally is an insane fight. But then you have God Force powers. It trivializes this whole thing. Because look at how I'm hitting people through the walls. God, I feel so bad for these guys. Sorry, bao-dur.
More where that came from.
Alright, boys. Now watch this. Healing. Boom. Boom. It costs so little for me to heal, and it heals so much, I can usually top us off of health from nothing, and have regenerated the force back before it's done, which is just incredible. Alright, cleared the ship, now I have to go confront the boss boy, who normally is really tough because I believe he has a pretty strong shield. Already caught this thief. We caught him as he crawled on board, thinking to steal a ship from us. Outcross us, you will end up dead. So be it. Prepare yourself. And then we go and a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3.
Time to take you down to size.
There's been a misunderstanding. The ship, it's all yours. Consider it a gift, all right? Didn't know you were messing with Red Eclipse slavers. Guess those stories about the Hawk being a cursed vessel are true.
Accept your gift. Be careful in the future.
Great, I'll, just find my way out, all right?
There we go. All's well that ends well. Uh-oh.
Why are you here?
Because I told her. Told her everything.
Ah, and now you are free?
Yeah, so no more threats, no more of your requests. You and me, we're done.
Did you ever think I truly held you? You're more of a fool than I thought. What truly held you was you, and let me show you why. I once held the galaxy by the throat, as you once held her by the throat and let her die slowly. And your emotion at that point is what you fear. I wielded power like you cannot imagine. Everything I saw was awash with possibilities, spreading outwards, touching everything else. I saw all of that, all that the Force is. and only when it was ripped from me did I truly see it. And I know what lies buried within you, that you hide with your desperate thoughts, your guilt, your lusts. I can unlock that part of you anytime I wish. It is a simple thing, the human mind. Once it feels something strongly, it becomes etched in the memory, the subconscious. Shall I show you? That part of you that hungered to kill Jedi, that took pleasure from it? Or perhaps you will continue to listen to my counsel, and I shall ignore your pathetic attempts at freedom. Now leave me, murderer. I have nothing further to say to one such as you.
Dang. Alright, now the owner did say that there was another hidden compartment back here. Can we find that? Yeah! Oh, look at that. Heavy blaster, edge, credits. Sweet. I like how once you find it, once you know what to look for it, you can find it. That's pretty sweet. Alrighty then. Now, Kreia, she said I could talk to her about the crystal if I had it out, which I forgot to do, so now I've done it. I'm gonna do that, but I'll also save before I do so, just because, you know, better safe than saved than sorry.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Can you tell me about the Joan of Arc-like crystal?
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength, and through it, your power is enhanced. Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There, now it is fully in tune with you again. Is there something else you wished?
Let's see. I think there's nothing else. Did you know, Revan?
I misspoke before, and I do not wish to choose my words unwisely again. Leave this be.
Okay. So the crystal is stronger now? Let me see if I can take a peek at it. Okay, so I can't tell until I put it in. But maybe she can attune it so like if you change your alignment or if you become stronger or weaker, she can kind of like reset it for you. Yeah, that's definitely stronger. Sweet. That is a good spicy meatball. Alright, so now I've got everybody. So, whom do I take with me? I think bao-dur for his like mechanical skill, and you know what, and Atton. Well, thank you. IT-31 has returned and is able to retrieve what was required. As promised, I shall happily commission a prototype droid shield free of charge. You will give it a moment, I shall attend to it. Here you are. With the schematics, it was a simple matter to construct. Very well, I'll be going now. Renewable droid shield. So like, you equip that and it's a shield that can constantly be used. Like normally you have to use shields a certain amount of times, they burn out. But like that one never does. Good to see you make it back all right. Yeah, awesome. Now, to the docks.
Ah,
the mighty Harnhar, your shackles well. How you made Goto go? Lethal, I hope. Only his shadow and his voice. He fears to stand before others in the flesh. He is strange prey. I do not pay you to hunt him, but to kill him, Wookiee. Perhaps I chose unwisely. Perhaps another bounty hunter scum could serve me better. You will find no one who can hunt better than me. I have walked the shadowlands of Kashyyyk, and returned with pincers of the Kinrath buried in my flesh, and the scars of battle upon me with... Yes, and that's why Circa found you such easy prey. Yeah, I care nothing for your accomplishments of primates on the backwater world, Hanhar. I only care for your accomplishments here upon the Smuggler's Moon. But if you cannot perform the task, then perhaps my human female will serve. Mira, is it? Even not nauseously thin and shapely free wrinkles, she is said to have a dancer's grace, to be better hunted than you. She refuses to kill, but I imagine with enough credit I could persuade her otherwise, especially considering what a disappointment you've proven to be. Speak of her again, and I will tear your tongue from your throat. These are my hounds, Hanhar, just as you are. I tell you again, find Godo, kill him. Do not return till you have done this. I will return, Volga. This I swear to you. So yeah, nice and happy there, huh? Unfortunately, there's a mission you can do if you pass a check in the Pazak Den, but I failed it. So I think there's a side quest with droids that I might miss. Although, actually, now I think about it, it might just be related to this mission because maybe talking to the Bith will let me see it. So maybe I'll be able to still do it. But yeah, we're gonna wander through and check out some stuff.
You interrupting me for a reason? I have a lot of work to do, to manage here, right? So, what is it?
Who do you work for?
My boss is the Hutt Voga. I oversee the docks for Voga's freighters.
How's business these days?
You not from here? Business bad. Freighters get hijacked, no trade gets through, and they can't get fuel from Sleheron. Fuel reserves building up there.
Who's hijacking the freighters?
KOTOR and his exchange hijacks Voga's ships. Hurts business.
Why is Godo hijacking the freighters?
For money, I assume. We don't know how he does it. Every ship we send out, he gets.
I'd like to ask you something else.
Fine, but you hurry up. I have a lot to do.
You have any need for pilots?
Yes, but no work for pilots while ships get hijacked.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to help prevent the hijacking?
You talk to Voga. Maybe him you can help. I have enough trouble with pylons.
What's wrong with the pylons?
Pylon power supply badly damaged. Only can support one pylon at a time. Can't bring freighters in fast enough. You help bring freighters in. Maybe Fassa can help you later, huh?
I'll try to help. I'll help you. Okay, hey, I'll help if you can transport a family to Telos.
You help first. Maybe we talk about it later.
I'll try to help.
Good, good. I give you basic access to pylon consoles. From pylon, you can read ID signature of freighters. You figure out what order the 3 freighters should dock. Freighter with higher first 2 numbers has higher priority. If first 2 numbers tied, then higher last 3 numbers has higher priority. For example, B-11-115-999 has lower priority than D-15-154-111. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
One more thing. First 2 numbers are always the same as the first 2 numbers in the second set of numbers. You can read freighter ID from pylons, but hard to get full signature ID from each pylon. Use a pylon power console near me to change which pylon is powered up. You go check ID signatures from each pylon, and then you assign priorities to the 3 freighters.
I'll do my best. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, looks like the Jedi raised their standards. Hanhar, I thought I smelled something. I've told you before, hunt your own targets. Don't scavenge mine.
You are my prey, female, always.
What, working for the Hutt suddenly made you stupider, Hanhar? You touch me, you'll break the truce, and then you won't last long enough to slip off this moon.
Maybe I forget truce for a short while. Go mad, forget rules. Maybe seeing your bones break, seeing you in pain will be all I need before I die. Then the life debt over, and I can be at peace.
Don't, Hanhar. I'm warning you.
Warn me of what? Trying to trick me? Warn me you're violating life debt? Little girl, human, I can crush you with one hand.
I don't want your life debt, Hanhar. I told you.
Little girl should not have made a mistake so long ago, and Kashyyyk females who make mistakes die. Hanhar, smell your fear.
Yeah, you're right. I'm afraid. I'm afraid if you keep crushing me, I'll accidentally set off my rocket charges and blow us both to Nar Shaddaa.
Are you finally ready to die? Do not think so. Your eyes stay so frail to fear.
I'd rather die than be caught by you again, Hanhar.
It's not your time for them to Shadowlands. But it is. I will be there, my claws at your throat, and I will stare at your eyes until you die. So yeah, Hanar's really cool, because every Wookiee you come across has always been a nice, good guy, right? He's not. He's very much not. Examines freighters. So Silver Zephyr. 9 blank and then 022. E blank blank. 108. 49937. That has a 9 for the first one. So I think it goes Zephyr, Alcandor, and then Tornish Prophets. I think that's right.
You help, Professor!
Examine the freighters. Oh. Oh, okay, hang on. So it's the same names, but I wonder if I can do it differently. Okay. So, I only had a third of the information I needed, but I went with it, and it turned out to be right. So, that's okay. Guess that works. There's gotta be a way into Voga's chambers. Voga will decorate his chambers with our skin if he catches us. No one's gonna break into Voga's treasure chamber. You have to get by with the Kath-hounds that guards him, and then break his lock. Not gonna happen. If you could even admit to seeing him, seeing him, which is not possible. Kath-hounds can be put to sleep, and so can Voga. If you can get past the guards, it's just you and the lock. Simple. How would you put them to sleep? Those Kath-hounds, Juma juice from the canteen will put them out in seconds. As for Voga, you need a tub of it, but it's possible. Too bad he fed that one dancing to the Kath-hounds. Dancing always used to tire him out. How can anyone get tired watch dancing? This is Voga. Just the effort of following the dance with his eyes is more exertion than he's used to. Right, okay, so that's what that is. So now we have a plan how we could actually get into his treasure room. But if we recalibrate this one, we have to recalibrate. Who are you? I'm Joan of Arc, just checking out the area. I see, at the same time as you does. Explain why it is you have come here for Joan of Arc. Tell me what's going on here. I'm trying to get everything working. It's very difficult. The equipment looks like it's designed to track signals, correct? The equipment allows me to tie it to the listening devices I installed the docking pylons. They make perfect antennas, you see. Antennas for what? Triangulate the signal I detected. It's elusive, with strange harmonics, yet I must catch it. Oh, sorry. Frequency I can't get out of my head. I don't understand. Yes, my species can hear much higher frequencies than your species, you see. Sometimes we can hear communication sent through artificial means. What is the problem? It will not stop, no matter how many frequency dampeners I surround myself with. Can I get the one signal out of my head? The power driving it must be enormous. Why would anyone need such a strong signal? The only reason I can discern is the owner of the transmission intends it to cover the entire planet. Whatever is generating the signal is strong enough to cover the entire planet. The unique thing is that the transmission is buried in several signals, other background noise. How did you find it then? I would not have been able to pick it up if it were for my knowledge of such things. Therein lies the problem. Due to my familiarity with the relevant technology, I cannot tune it out, like other bits probably do. It's too noticeable, too curious for me to ignore. What makes the signal so unique is that other transmission signals are carriers that cover the entire planet. There's no one generated signal. The device would be quite conspicuous. So you believe whoever hid the signal wants to keep it hidden. Whoever wants to use a particular signal wanted to keep it secret from anyone who did not know exactly what to look for. Is there anything I can do to help you out? I'm in good courier, actually. What's the job? It's simple. I don't have time to leave my work. I'm interested. Take these credits and meet a supplier of mine, a Twi'lek. He has a vital part I need to complete my triangulation. Give him the payment and you'll give him the part. Bring his part here, simple. Where are you supposed to meet this Twi'lek? This Twi'lek's meeting me in Pylon 3, just a few minutes. Help me, they'll get there. See, so he's investigating a strange signal, really powerful, trying to figure out where it comes from. Oh. Lasso Vu. Are you from the Dock Authority? So I say twice, I will not pay the departure fee, because you're taking my money at Blaster Point. I'm not from the Docking Authority, what do you mean? The Dock Authority is the second voice of the exchange. They charge high credit for leaving and entering the dock area. If I had a dock, but when I arrived, my contact was not here. The Dock Authority will impound my ship unless I get enough credits to pay leave. If you could help a family get off of the planet, then I could help pay your fee. The deal is acceptable to me. Very well. If you intercede on my behalf, the family and I will ship off planet. Out of curiosity, what is your cargo, La Saville? I'm transporting cryogenic power cells, large shipments. Again, I thank you for your help. Could I have one of your power cells? If you could help me, I will give you one. I'll let you know what happens. Power cell, because that leads to... No, I'll save this for later. But that's what I need for the hover bike, I think. Lutra.
I don't know who you are, but you picked the wrong room to break into.
Sorry, I didn't know anyone was in here.
No harm done. For a minute, I thought you might have been someone else.
What do you mean?
My wife, Ada. There's a chance she may be here on Nar
Oh
Shaddaa.
my gosh!
A lot of refugees
We know
ended up
her.
here after the Jedi Civil War. I came here to see if I could track her down. Thing is, I can't get into the Refugee Sector. And even if I could, I'm not sure I could find her. I've been here for weeks, hoping to see her face. All I've done is watch my credits burn away to nothing.
I ran into a woman named Adina in the Refugee Sector.
What? Is there any way to get her out?
I'm working on it. I'll return when I have more.
I can't believe she's still alive. This is the best news I've heard in years. Please, whatever you can do, I'd appreciate it.
Sweet. Yeah, I forgot he was here. So let's go meet the contact, talk to the guy about, like, opening up, like paying off that guy's, like, debt. And then we can go to the Refugee Sector and give them all the good news.
You are interrupting me.
Let's see. I want to talk to you about La Savu.
You helped Fasa. So, I let Ithorian...
I'll let him know.
Great, good. What else?
Do you have any need for pilots?
Yes.
Okay, so that's after. Now we go... What? I can go back in a second. I'll go do the contact over here in Pylon 3. Uh-oh. This must be the contact you're supposed to meet. The body must have been stripped of the package you were to buy from the Bith scientist. Cleaning droid! No! It's actually really strong.
Everyone down!
Uh-oh. Datapad Bith scientist quarters. Found signal droid attacked me. It's deleting my data. We'll try to get away. So he figured out where the signal was. The droid immediately attacked him. So you'll notice there's a theme of droids attacking people here. Hello again. Also says you can depart now. Well, it's good news. Here's a power cell, I promise. I'll be on my way. Wait, can you help Kahana leave now? Sure, I'll help her. Now I must go make preparations. You're not really gonna help her, are you? No, why should I? Other races like brave the Thorians. You think I'm weak and stupid, but Thorian Supremacy League will prove you're all wrong. Now goodbye. We had a deal. You should honor it. You're right. It's not you who has hurt my people. I will honor my promise to you, but do not think you can exploit my people. I respect the Thorians. I wouldn't exploit them. Good, because if you do, you'll regret it deeply. Farewell. So, I got him to work with us, but he's just like... He's part of like an insurrection group. Alright. Now we should... I guess I should probably check the rest of the spaces here before I go to the refugee sector. But we definitely have some stuff to do over there real quick. Plus I can now fix the speeder. So I can come back over here pretty quickly.
We just got this message on the comlink. Looks like trouble.
Uh-oh.
I think this is something everyone will want to hear.
Gather them. I'll join you shortly.
The droid's the one who picked up the message. He's got it all ready to display.
Welcome, Joan of Arclight. I regret this message has taken so long in reaching you, but I only recently became aware of your presence on Nar Shaddaa. I am Visquis, representative of an exchange of shipping interests here on the Smuggler's Moon. I am extending an invitation for you to join me in my private lounge within the KOTOR, where we will speak about being disturbed. I wish to discuss something of mutual interest concerning your past profession and prospects for the future. I won't do come alone. Only one human in my presence is more than enough.
Well, good thing it's not a trap.
No, Atton. I think it may be a trap.
Could you please lighten up for 1 second?
It may be a trap, but traps work both ways. This Visquis, his kind are spread through the lower reaches of Nar Shaddaa, and he may have information. But the choice is yours. If you go, you will have to go alone.
Where is the KOTOR?
It's just off the docks, near one of the far traffic pylons. He's got you at a disadvantage there, though. The place is filled with cyanogen gas. One whiff of that and it'll be the last breath you take. You'll need something to allow you to breathe there, and disguise you from the other patrons.
Well, if it's psionic gas, I'll need to wear a spacesuit. It attacks the skin and lungs.
You're right. Without breathing and skin protection, you'll be dead in seconds. Besides, you'll need a full bodysuit if you want to remain disguised. Like I said, a human walking around in there isn't gonna get a warm reception. No droids either. There's a lot of electromagnetic activity in the area. Screws with comlinks and behavior cores. Don't be surprised if your automap starts showing static either.
Looks like I'm off to the exchange then.
Well, I wouldn't keep him waiting. If you got his attention, you probably attracted the attention of someone else.
Is there any news from the scouts? Yeah, as soon as I heard the Jedi's back to the beach of junk they call ship. Keeps going back and forth. Very tiring to watch. This is frustrating. We Zags are big-time bounty hunters. But the target comes from our collections, and we couldn't do nothing except sit and wait. Maybe like if I'm back on the labor commissions on Duros. One of the reasons we started affecting policy change with our blasters. The scout has reported back with very strange news. The exchange has arranged a meeting with the Jedi. I do not understand why they would do that. I thought we had wanted us to watch her, see if the Jedi could attract other Jedi. Perhaps the Jedi caused so much trouble, Godo got tired of it. Maybe to find the other Jedi. No, it's obvious what Godo intends to do. Godo intends to hire us to drive the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Now the Jedi is here, Godo doesn't need to pay us anymore. He will try to capture the Jedi himself. But we cannot detect the Jedi. Godo will put the bounties on all our heads. Then we'll take the Jedi's companions and the Jedi ship hostage. Oh boy, it's kicking off. Now, I'm going to see if I can go to the refugee sector before we kick off, because I'd like to try and wrap up some of these quest lines before it gets too far off course, because, like, essentially what we've done is we're kicking off the second half and the more exciting half of the planet. So, if I can manage to get to the refugee sector and get all that stuff squared away, then before I do that, then that's probably where we're going to wrap things up. Well, we'll see. I know where we're gonna wrap things up, but it'll be hopefully just a little bit longer.
Back again? Is there anything I can do for you?
Lutra lives. He actually came to Nar Shaddaa looking for you.
What? Lutra's here? Please, you must help me get to him.
The path is clear. The exchange thugs have been dealt with.
How did you do this? I barely know you, and you've brought me word of my husband, and then a free path to him. It's almost too good to be true.
The galaxy could go a long way to healing itself if everyone was able to help each other in such a way.
You've given me my husband back, stranger. My husband, my life. Thank you.
You better go. He's waiting for you. There we go. And then there's the other girl. Wait, where'd she go? The one who's like, oh, maybe that's what happened is like, as I took care of the flight, it just kind of like, they're just gone. Okay, well that's cool. All right. Now, off to the start of this next phase.
Hey, look, I wanted to tell you. Be careful. I won't be able to contact you via the comlink if something happens. And I'm betting that Squidhead knows it.
I'll be careful, Atton.
Look, take these. They're antidote packs. If your suit gets breached, you'll need to inject them fast if you don't want your lungs to seize up. And trust me, once the seizures start, you'll be dead.
That's comforting. Alright, thanks.
Watch yourself, and don't be too long. I'll keep an eye out here until you return. And I know just the place.
Alright. To the Chuk-Chuk-Tar we go!
So, you're the big Jedi that everyone's been talking about. You don't look so tough to me. I thought you Jedi were supposed to be smart, and here you are running around Nar Shaddaa sticking your lightsaber into everyone's business. What, were you planning to save everyone on this moon? You're attracting more attention than a fleet of Sith warships.
What's it to you?
I'm Mira. I'm the best bounty hunter in this system, and that's not me bragging, that's fact. I had you in my sights ever since you landed. I've been watching you run all over the refugee sector like a bantha, and for someone with a price on their head as high as yours, you sure don't know how to keep a low profile.
Yeah, we've been pretty bad about that.
Squidhead Visquis sent you a message to meet him in the Jek-Jek-Tar. He works for Godo, and it's a trap. I'm betting he's gonna lure you in there, start a fight, and then he's gonna wrap you up and deliver you to Godo, dead, claiming you attacked him.
Visquis is the only way to meet Godo and settle this bounty.
Well, whatever your reasons are, the fact you're meeting with Visquis is what I want to talk about. If I know about it, that means everybody else on this moon knows about it, or will soon enough. And when that happens, the bounty hunter truce is off. That means things are going to get real ugly real quick.
I've been the target ever since I entered Republic space.
I think your friends are the ones in trouble.
Oh, that's right. This part.
Well, this sure beats staying on the ship. A few drinks to keep me on my toes, a few games of Pazak to keep the mind alert. Should be enough to keep me out of trouble until our fearless leader straightens things out.
Give me a hit of Juma, and keep 'em coming.
Well, looks like staying on the ship was a bad idea after all.
That's what I love about Nar Shaddaa, the company. So, I don't think I caught your names. You two work here, or?
We are dancers, yes. Slaves once, now no more.
Yeah? What happened to your master?
He was made deceased. We served no one but ourselves. Of course, you tell us. Why have you come to the Smuggler's Moon? Perhaps you're looking for something. Perhaps us?
No, actually, I'm here protecting someone. Keeping them out of trouble. By acting as a distraction for people looking to harm her.
Ah.
Because with assassins like you two running around Nar Shaddaa, I think you're
Clever.
another problem my friend doesn't need.
Assassins? He means the one who kills for money. He doesn't understand. We only wish to exile, submit, or else we shall kill you and find the other bait.
Why don't you two shut us try it, and we'll see what happens.
That's what you wish, then we shall end you. It's been too long since we have killed. Now, I've got to do this right. Okay. There. Now. We have a ways to go. We're going to be here a while. But yeah, this is a nice little trick. You're running behind the bar really fast, they get, like, confused. Ugh, get comfy.
More where that came from.
There we go.
Well, that's it. The bounty hunter truce is off. That means this place is gonna get real bad, real fast. I better get back to the ship. Warn the others.
Yes, you should. Hey, everybody.
I don't know why a Jedi would come here. There's so much noise on this moon.
Of course. It makes detecting a Jedi difficult.
But to be in a place where one drowns in the Force, why would a Jedi wish that?
A simple question, to which I ask another. Why should a Jedi want to hide?
Hey, we need to move out.
What are you talking about? What is wrong?
The truce between the bounty hunters in Nar Shaddaa is off. There's gonna be a war. A trap in the Jek-Jek-Tar is bad enough, but having 100 bounty hunters on your back is something else.
She was told to meet alone. We cannot disrupt their meeting until the alien reveals the information he has.
Look, we need to move. They're coming after us, not the exile.
If they are coming after us, then they will be after her as well. We need to go and rescue her.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm guessing we're in a lot more trouble than she is.
Yeah, about that. Ah, look, refugees here on the landing pad. Are you lost? Or perhaps you lost your criminal Jedi exile leader. Perhaps it's more likely, yes. Very. I am Anzac the Zog, leader of the Zogs. Powerful, very skilled hunters. It would be very smart of you to tell me where your criminal Jedi has gone. And do speak very quickly, my patience is very low.
Anybody here catch that? All I understood was very.
I think he wanted us to give up the General to his poorly trained collection of bounty hunters.
Ah, well, that would explain it. Which one do you want?
I'll take the stupid one, who decided to threaten us rather than shoot us when he had the chance.
I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, this is one of my safe houses. It's not too pretty to look at, but keeps away prying eyes.
Certainly has its own distinctive smell.
Yeah, well, it's one of those trade-offs. All the freighter exhaust from the docks, you know. Some aliens actually like breathing it, if you can believe it.
The smell doesn't seem to bother you much.
You could say I've gotten used to it. This is actually perfume compared to how the rest of the docks smell.
So why did you bring me here?
You know Visquis is arranging a trap for you in the Jek-Jek-Tar. No surprise there. Thing is, he intends to cut the bounty hunters out of the loop and deliver you to KOTOR personally. Not smart from where I'm standing.
I still need to meet with KOTOR.
Oh, you will. Just not right now. In fact, you're going to stay here until I meet with Visquis.
How do you figure that?
Well, that smell you noticed when you came in, it's probably filtering through your lungs right now. I upped the dosage in case you had some Jedi training to resist poisons. Anybody without olfactory blockers like I have, is going to start feeling dizzy and eventually fall unconscious. Good night, Jedi. Let me just take that environment suit, and I'll be back soon.
Yeah, things are going great. Going great. There it is, the Teletubby suit. So, sees the exile has chosen to come after all. Seal the entrance to the Jek-Jek-Tar. Unlock the sequence to the private chamber. I will meet the human there. I have brought the Jedi. You. Now where is KOTOR? You shall be compensated, Hanhar. The trap is not yet sprung. Till then, I request your patience. And that is where we're going to be ending for today. In the Teletubby suit as the bounty hunter Mira, and all the fun shenanigans that are going to be firing off here in just a second. It's going to be great. There's so many side quests I haven't even done yet. I'm kind of surprised I triggered the, the main events to happen as soon as I did. I don't really know. I think it's just a number of quests you complete that kind of triggers it. But yeah, we got a lot more to do even when we finish with this. But the plot plods along, and there's not much else we can do about it. So we're going to end here for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And it was probably not the longest one. It was a long recording session for me, but that was for technical reasons. So I'm just glad it's done and that we can move on. And I'm looking forward to wrapping up Nar Shaddaa next week. Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to being able to continue to talk with you about all the exciting things on the near future, and that we'll be able to, share these adventures even more. So I hope you've enjoyed the series and are looking forward to Starfield when this one's complete, as that was chosen by the patrons and members of the channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much, especially to the patrons and members who support the channel directly. It means the world to me, and I hope I can continue to make content that's worthy of your support. So thank you so much. Until next video, watch me and see me next. I'll see you there.